What's going on, guys? Bobby with Consumer Time Capsule, back with another review for you here. And today we're at the Capsule to talk to you at long last about Planters Cheez Balls and Cheez Curls. They are back. Ryan, get a nice tight shot of these because these are really well-designed canisters. These really mimic that original 80s and 90s look, and I really love them. Looking pretty good, huh? Mm-hmm. So so I mean, if you're not familiar with Cheez Balls and Cheez Curls, or if you are and you just need a little reminder, these were everywhere in the 80s and 90s. They really fizzled out in popularity in the early 2000s, and they were actually discontinued in 2006. And for a long time, there was just no signs of hope. And then out of nowhere, Planters threw the world a line. In June, they had a charity auction for the return of Cheez Balls to get like the first couple canisters of Cheez Balls that they made. And that benefited some kind of food bank of the winner's choice. I know it sold for at least $2,000, so hopefully that guy doesn't feel that dumb right now, and maybe he was already planning on making a $2,000 donation or something. Good for that guy. Good for that guy, good for that food bank, and good for Planters for encouraging that kind of activity. But these ended up making a combo, that was just a Cheez Balls thing. Cheez Curls were also kind of factored in July, when both of these products were kind of reintroduced on a national level. Problem is that the distribution was very, very, very slow, especially here in Central Texas. I've been looking for these frantically since July. Ryan knows that, where do you want them, Ryan?
Push them forward about a foot.
Push them forward about a foot. That about right?
There you go.
All right. Ryan knows I've been looking frantically for these things. I've been talking about them for a long time. Finally found them in a Kroger, outside of Fort Worth, Texas, and they're only 2 for $4, so super affordable. See how big these things are, 4 ounces, which really it's not too bad. The canister is just so nice. I love this. I wish more products came in a canister instead of a bag, because if you save the product packaging like I do, these are just so much more conducive to that. I guess we should probably start with the Cheez Curls, right? Because I feel like Cheez Balls are kind of the star of the show. So let's...
I've never had either.
You've never had either. So, these are not the only canister-based snacks that Planters had. I mean, besides, obviously, the peanuts that are still around. There used to be potato sticks and corn chips that certainly I remember off the top of my head. There may have been other items as well. And oh boy, that's a strong scent. And these things are like atomic orange. Wow. I do not remember them being nearly this color.
Wow.
It's Newport cigarette advertisement orange. Ryan, grab your first handful of Cheez Curls there.
They're neon.
They are absolutely, positively, like, radioactive orange. Look at those. Let's see how they taste, though.
Okay. Take you back?
Well, it does a little bit, but... I don't know. It tastes a little different, I think. I don't know. I don't remember this much coverage. I remember it being more of like a corn kind of flavor to it.
Is that what they are? Corn-based? Puffed corn?
Well, I think so. I hope so. Yeah, it is. Yellow cornmeal. They're not bad. I would say probably like about as good as a Cheeto, maybe. Maybe they're a bit crunchier. But I'd say maybe like the cheese on a Cheeto would be what I'd prefer.
Kind of reminds me of Kraft macaroni and cheese taste.
Well, that's funny that you mention it because Kraft Heinz is who owns Planters. So it is a little bit like the macaroni and cheese. And here we have, this is the star of the show right here. These are the cheese balls. The thing about cheese balls is this is what everybody remembers of the Planters canister snacks. And this was what generated the buzz for the return of both products. These are like somehow brighter orange than the other ones. I cannot. Okay, one thing I will say with great confidence is that the original cheese balls were not this bright. Look at those.
Wow.
That is atomic orange. That is like...
It's reflecting off the edge of the...
Oh, yeah.
Like the interior silver lining.
Oh, yeah. There you go.
Wow.
Ryan?
First cheese ball.
I prefer them. I do. And man, it is a familiar flavor. It is. I like it. It has like a nice light airiness that's really pleasant, and it maintains that real strong corn flavor, almost like a corn chip. Oh, actually some tissues. Wipe the cheese off because this stuff makes a freaking mess, that's for sure. And yeah, we'll take some of that water. Man, these are good though.
Yeah, I like them.
Really good. And a good strong cheese coating.
Let me get another good look.
Yeah. I like the flavor. I like the flavor, I like the texture. And I think that these are the star of the show between the two, and well deserved. Pretty good. All right, guys, I got to get into the gimmick grade first. I think that everybody knows that product packaging and bringing back nostalgic products. This is my thing, right? This is really my thing. I love this, and it just brought me such joy to see a couple products that I had a lot as a child make a return, and really make a return in a nice... This is the perfect way to do it. Don't change the packaging. All they did was just add, it's back. That's it. I can deal with that. So that the original collectors, because I do have a canister of the original cheese balls that's in storage right now. Us original collectors, there's still differentiation between the packaging. But other than that, man, oh man, I gotta give the gimmick a 10.
Woo!
I just have to do it. I have to do it because they did it the right way, and they waited till the perfect time. They capitalized, and I'm just glad to see these things back. And they might not last forever, so you should get it and save it if you're the kind of person that's willing to save an item of food packaging for the rest of your life, like me. Now that said, let's get into the capsule countdown and rank the flavor of each of these. I gotta give second place to the Cheez Curls. Not that these were bad, because they certainly weren't. That way. They're really not bad. I would say that I prefer the inside to a Cheeto, and I prefer the Cheeto outside the Cheeto dust to the Planters dust here. So it is kind of a little bit of a coin flip between the two. Cheetos are not one of my go-to snacks, I gotta admit, but I do enjoy them. I do like them, and I would give these. I'd give these a 7 out of 10. I think they're pretty good, and I can't say that I wouldn't buy them again. But when you're competing with number one on today's capsule countdown, Cheez Balls. These, on the other hand, man, I would buy these all the time. We have parties here at the capsule, and these will be definitely making an appearance alongside several flavors of Pringles. It's not gonna be my go-to snack over Pringles. It still won't be, but it's as close as we're gonna get. man, I got to tell you, I got to give it an 8.5 out of 10.
Ooh.
I think that for a like cheesy snack, I think it's about as good as what's out there right now. Ryan, what did you think? Today was your first impression of the Planters Cheez Balls.
I really liked them.
Really liked them. And preferred them to the Cheez Curls, or you did?
Agree.
Okay. So yeah, we've got this thing figured out. We had a 7 and an 8.5. Buy them for the packaging, buy them for the nostalgia, buy them to reward Planters for a really great business decision here, taking care of the folks that love this kind of stuff at the Capsule. But most importantly, we've got a public service announcement we're going to share with you right now. Planters, we can tell that you're open to bringing back nostalgic brands of the past, and you have created, in 1993, our #1 favorite product, both Ryan and I. And I think you know where I'm going. PB Crisps. Woo! This is an original package of PB Crisps, and I have to tell you, this is the greatest snack ever created. It is a outer shell of like a light flaky cookie with sweet peanut butter cream inside. There were also chocolate and peanut butter and jelly flavors. And in those cases, obviously we added jelly to the regular PB Crisp, strawberry filling. And the chocolate ones were just filled with chocolate. And if anybody had these, they remember them fondly. There's just no exceptions. You know, it's like, you know, I gotta tell you, I mean, I'm 33 years old. 1993 was like the prime year of my snacking life. 1994, I guess by extension, and even 95. When PB Crisps came out, it was a game changer. It was everybody's favorite snack. I don't really know what happened. I never really remember them losing much popularity, but they must have. It's been long enough, Planters. Let's see if PB Crisps come back next. This is what we want. This is what the people want. Let's get behind this. Let's make a change. Let's make something happen. PB Crisps. Man, it's not an easy thing to say, but PB Crisps, man, this is where my heart is. If we can see a return of that, we're going to have to create an 11 gimmick grade.
Yeah.
Because this is the perfect product. It is, these are 3 of the things that I take the most pride in my entire, you know, tens of thousands of piece collection of. And I still remember the taste. I still remember the texture. And I just love it so much. I would love to see you guys give these one last run. Give us a good 3 months of PB Crisps on the shelf, and I would be so happy, forever grateful to you guys at Planters. And I'm going to be sending you this video, Planters, so please watch it, and please take it seriously, because, you know, if these Cheez Balls and Cheez Curls end up being successful, just imagine with what all us 90s kids are going to be doing once PB Crisps come back. I don't know. I hope something happens. Ryan, what do you got to say about PB Crisps?
Can't wait.
Can't wait.
So good.
It's, for those of you that never had it, you need to be especially motivated to try to get these things to come back. So tweet at Planters, you know, send an email to Planters, give a phone call to Planters, do something. Let them know we got to get PB Crisps back. Thanks for the Cheez Balls. Thanks for the Cheez Curls. Now let's focus on what's most important. Till next time, I'll miss you till I see you, but let's get on this. Let's bring back PB Crisps. Oh yeah.